welcome to Pine Barren Knits, episode 23. I'm Hope of hopemadeyarnco.
And I'm Kiesha of Simply Vintage Design. You don't say your last name?
No, I guess I don't.
Oh. Oh well. I say my last name because it's cool. James Bond. Knitting needles, they are.
We are a podcast about the fiber arts. We mostly knitting, crochet, yarn dyeing, jewelry making, which apparently neither of us wore any of it today.
No.
We've been together since like 8 o'clock this morning. And we're recording on Wednesday, January 3rd. And we're recording in the afternoon. So we've been together pretty much all day.
This is 2024. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We started off at the gym and then went to our knitting group up in EHG, right? Maze Landing.
Yes.
I don't know where I'm at. I know where I'm at right now. I don't drive. She drives, so.
I love driving.
I do drive, but I do drive. And that would be really difficult having three kids.
Especially living out here.
Yeah. That's not.
It's not like we're in a big city or something.
I'm in a hot flash, so sweater's coming off.
Okay. Well, I don't wear a shirt underneath here.
So her sweater will not be coming off.
Yeah.
But we do have our fan, so we're okay.
I have my fan too.
I need it. I think I need it. Ooh, there we go. You know what I didn't do? I will be right back because I didn't turn the dehumidifier off and I don't want to turn on us.
Well, you know what? While she's doing that, I'm going to talk about the sweatshirt that I have on. And this is an artist friend of my husband and I, Gary Lindley. He did some work in our music room. He's a graffiti artist. Yes. So he did some work in our graffiti room, or in our graffiti room. We have a room of graffiti in our music room. And he even has some custom made vans. So that's how we roll. Because we're cool.
The shoe, not the vehicle.
Oh yeah, the shoe, Vans. Yes. I just thought people would know that. My Beyonce fan.
Oh yeah, I'm sweating. 1, 2.
So, anywho, so today, neither one of us wore anything, but can't do the whole what we're wearing thing.
Well, I do have a sweater on, but I just took it off because
It is warm out here. It's 43 degrees outside.
I just had a hot flash. That's why I'm sweating.
That's so warm.
Is it? Well, we can crack the.
That's okay. Because it will get cold and
that would
whole
probably
thing.
happen. So I did. I was actually wearing a sweater, but you've already seen it. Well, welcome back if you've been with us before, and welcome if you're new. And thanks for watching. I was wearing my short cardigan, which I showed a couple episodes ago. It's a recent finished object. Short cardigan by Carrie Hodge, and I knit it in my yarn in the color. Oops! Look at that! It's sunlight up there. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just hold it back here. I knit it in my colorway Isn't It Romantic on JoJo's Favorite Held Double because I don't have a worsted weight, and this is a worsted weight pattern. So, and I got the buttons at Ravelry in the button booth. I just said Ravelry.
I know, I was going to say.
At Rhinebeck. New York Sheep and Wool.
Got the buttons at Ravelry. It's been one of those days.
I was on Ravelry looking at patterns just a little bit ago because that's one thing we want to talk with you guys about.
Yeah.
We would love for you to drop some suggestions.
You're supposed to hold the button.
Oh, I know, I forgot. Okay. We would love it if you would put some suggestions down in the comments for sweaters for us to knit. We are thinking about what we want to knit. We want to, this past year at a fiber festival that we vended at, we're matching sweaters.
Yes.
And we wanted to do that again when we go to Rhinebeck. Yeah. So we were trying to come up with sweater ideas.
So we need your help. And I just want you guys to know, remember, I'm, not what level would you say I'm at with knitting?
Advanced beginner?
What's a novice? Would I be a novice? No.
Wouldn't that be kind of like a beginner? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm somewhere in between.
You're definitely an advanced beginner. You're not you did
6
the
Kiesha heads.
Note.
I'm at a 3 Kiesha head.
She's knit a love note. So we were trying to come up with some ideas, but we also would love to know, like, if you have any sweater suggestions.
And remember, when women of a particular age, So can't have anything like
and we're having hot flashes.
we're both like we're
turtlenecks.
No turtlenecks and nothing
bulky. We're not.
I can't do that because as you say, we both sit up here with the same fans. So that should tell you something right there.
But this is one. This is a DK. This is the Cozy Classic cardigan, or not cardigan, Raglan by Jessie Maed Designs. I don't know. Is that?
And that would be cool, but we were just thinking about like...
I can't tell if that's focusing or not.
Yeah, it's focusing.
Okay. So, we're not sure if we really want a crew neck. We're not sure.
And then she said a V-neck, and I was just like, yes!
Yeah, but then I was having trouble. I know there was a V-neck that I was thinking about doing, and I thought it was in my favorites, and now I can't find it. But yeah, we thought maybe a cardigan. We could do but you said you weren't sure about with the eyelets. The campsite one. The campsite cardi.
Is
that the one that Irina was wearing? Yeah, that's up there.
Oh, but isn't that a whole bunch of like...
It's got all those eyelets, which I would assume if you didn't want to do the eyelets, you could just not do the eyelets and just knit it instead of doing eyelets. So then we would be similar. We would be fraternal twins instead of...
Twinny twins.
Yeah. I know I bought that pattern and I can't find it now. Well, I have that pattern. I would show it to you if I could find it.
I think somewhere. Why don't we try the one cardigan one?
Yeah,
the one you said you like, and I said I couldn't see.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Okay, I can show that one here in a second too.
Yeah.
I swear I had the campsite cardi though. That's weird. It's probably a couple pages back on here.
So we're sitting up here like we're just having a conversation, and you guys aren't there.
No, this is one before I hit menopause. I really wanted to do this. Is Metropolis. Yeah, don't suggest anything like this.
Yeah.
Although it's adorable, and I would love to knit it someday. I would.
And see, that's the turtleneck thing too. So a couple of things. Yeah. For me with turtlenecks, although at one point in my life I did try to rock them, this gigantic head, it would look like Head and Shoulders. Like I don't have enough neck for a turtleneck. And then now as I'm older, I feel like I'm being choked. One of my friend's husbands told me asked me if I was a C-section baby and asked me if I had like the cord around my neck. And I was like, yeah. And he said, that's why I don't like turtlenecks. That could be like a weird thing. But these
here it is. Oh. This is the campsite cardi. Yeah, that's the one.
It's cute, but...
That's the campsite cardi by Alicia Plummer.
That is really cute.
Yeah, but if you didn't want to do the eyelets, you could just knit it straight. And it's cute.
Let me see the front of it.
Hold on, let me... put that one, and I feel like that would be a good it wouldn't be too heavy because it's a DK. I'm working on it. It's just a DK. It doesn't even have buttons. It's just one of those ones where it's just open. Right. So that's what it looks like in the front.
You know what? All right,
so I don't think that. Well, no, we're.
You guys have to hurry and make your decisions.
That one I feel like would be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
You can throw a t-shirt. Like if I feel like knitting another t-shirt or something, I could wear a knitted t-shirt underneath of it. Or if you you want to get a cute, or if you want to get something cute, like that would be
something cute. You know what I mean?
There'd be different possibilities with it. But there's also
surprise. Oh
my gosh! I don't know. Anyway. Check out this one I saw.
Like, I love that.
So cool. I'll show you guys too.
Yeah. Welcome.
That I just saw the other day. That is
really pretty.
Nola. Hold on, I have to click on it because I don't know who it's by.
No.
Yamagara? I don't know if that's right.
Anyway, I'm always mispronouncing stuff, and she just asked me how do you say
that's this? Nola by
Nola. That's really
I'll put
pretty.
It down in the notes. Yamagara, I think maybe I may be pronouncing it.
That's really pretty.
Anyway, I just thought that was really
gorgeous,
really neat. So I may end up needing to make that because I think that is just
and that'll go good with like your green poofy.
Yeah, with my
I like that.
Yeah, one of the ladies. I'll show that to you too. So one of the ladies at Knit Night was saying that they're thinking about making that.
I like that.
Great way to use up minis. Look at all those different stripes of colors.
Here, save that and then send it to me so I can save it. Oh, okay.
This is all in my favorites.
Oh, then send that to me.
We're going through my...
Slow.
I've already showed you those. Those are ones that I've already bought.
What is that?
It's a cow. I bought it.
I like her dress too.
Yeah.
Show them her dress. Isn't that cute?
They've already seen it because I showed this last time. That's the cow I bought last time.
But I like the girl's dress that she has on. It's very cute.
Yes. I was looking, the reason I'm in here is because I was looking for a V-neck that I wanted to do, and I can't find it. I think this sweater is really cute too.
Yeah, but that's cable.
But that looks, I don't know that that's cables. Oh. I should show you guys because now I'm just talking. It's called Wolf River. I'm not sure if it's cables or if it's just texture.
I like her outfit too.
It's really cute though. I think that's really, really cute.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is, but it's probably a little bit more advanced than you wanted to do. So we're not going to try that one, but it's very cute. I love this one.
That's cute.
I'll show you guys this one too. This is the Hattie yoke. Kiesha, I don't know if she's quite ready for
Kiesha is not ready. I promise you.
Color work.
Kiesha's not ready for that because Kiesha hasn't done any color work yet.
I have a feeling that you're doing like in some of those rows, it's 3 colors going. It looks like to me.
Unless she wants me to move in with her. I haven't cried about knitting in a while. I could be wrong.
It might be only 2 colors, but it's very pretty.
I haven't done 1 color.
Very pretty. That's the Hattie yoke by Ella Gordon.
That's on my list too.
So anyway,
54 things to do before I turn 55. Color work.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty.
Oh, that's pretty. So that's something you can knit to wear underneath the other one.
Is that knit or is it crochet? Oh, no, it's knitted. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, I could totally do something like this. So here's one
that's really cute.
Could do for underneath, and that is the Joni by. Oh, I think it's Natasha. I think that's Natasha Hornby. Joni by Natasha Hornby, I think. Why do the names have to be tricky? Okay, here. And then this is the other cardigan that we were talking about. This one is by...
I really like that one.
This one's by PetiteKnit, and it's the Eva cardigan. I think I don't know if I've talked about it before. But this is such a cute cardigan. So... Yeah. And I love the fact, because I don't really have an oversized cardigan, and I like that it's just kind of
I really like that, yeah.
I think that would work really nice, too. So anyway, those are some of the ideas that we have been looking at. But if you guys have any suggestions, or if any of those sweaters are ones that you'd like to see us knit, or that you might want to knit with us, maybe we can do a knit-along and knit it together.
Like my knit-along socks that I'm not done with yet. Not even one.
It's okay. So give us some suggestions. Write down in the comments if any of those sweaters are something that you might want to knit with us, or if you have a sweater suggestion that you think would be great to see us knit. We're always looking for new designers that we might not know about, and we would love to hear about some people that you know about.
Yippers.
I think that's it. Now, this episode, we're going to do our normal, what's on our needles, what's off our needles, that type of thing. But we had a viewer comment last time. Let me see if I can find who commented. Oh, it doesn't say. It just has.
Remember they changed that?
I know.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure who the person is. It just says at HIRZST. So if that's you, hi, thank you for the comment.
Of course, I took it the complete wrong way. Yeah, I thought something differently.
Oh, but that's okay. We'll talk anyway. Right. So it's she or he. I don't know if it's a she or a he. Anyway, whoever this person is that commented, because it doesn't give us that right now. It says, I would like to see an episode on your best and why, and your worst and why, and what would you do differently knits of 2023. So we thought we would cover that today too. So we'll have the normal, what we're working on, what we've finished, and not that I can say that either of us really finished anything. I have a half object. I have a hoe. So I think I have it out here with me, possibly, hopefully. It's in one of these bags. And then we'll also talk about do a year in review, kind of tell you what worked and what didn't work. And maybe we'll even give a little bit of ideas of what we might, we already kind of gave you, we want to work on a sweater together, and we have maybe some other things here piled on the table of things, of future projects that we also want to do. So
future as soon as I get home, I'm caking them.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's something else that we'll talk about on things that maybe we shouldn't do.
All right. So,
impatient knitter. That's I.
So I already talked about what I had on and then had to take off because I was sweating. So do you want to start with what's on your needles, or do we want to start with finished? Well, I don't have any finished. I have a half finished object. So I guess that's technically a work in progress. So I guess we can still. So let's start on works in progress. We don't really have any.
So works in progress, I decided to pick. Oh, yeah, we can definitely talk about work in progress. Socks. These are the
Smooth Operator. Sock by
I gotta think of
Susan
Sade.
B. Anderson.
Yes. We started this last December 29th, as in 2022, not 2023. I think I'm the only one out of the group who's still on their first sock.
You might be right there.
Yeah. So, but good news, I'm decreasing. So sometime today, or I don't know, it could be today. I have a weird thing with time, thinking I'd be able to finish the, oh, you know what? Stop. And she didn't wore them already. Like,
I did.
Okay, yes.
Lately, they've been one of my work.
Well, maybe tomorrow I'll just have one sock on. How about that? So, but anyway, so I'm getting there. Yeah. So, because Hope had said to me, she was like, "You've got to be somewhere near done." So right before I went to the gym this morning, I tried it on real quick. I had on like my sneakers and stuff, and I was heading out the door, and then I remembered that, oh, Hope said on the treadmill I should work with my sock. I sat down, coat on and everything, tried the sock on. I was like, what are you doing, weirdo? I'm like, measuring my sock. So anyways, and of course I did something goofy or whatever, like it's kind of loose or something. So
yeah, I had a little bit of laddering.
Yeah, and guess what?
It's okay. We're just going to take in duplicates.
Yeah, I'm laddering here too. And my thing is, again, who's going to be all up? If you down here at my feet.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. So there's that. I got that going on. And again, like, we went to hang out with our Wednesday knit crew or whatever. Everybody else respectively has like one, maybe two projects. I got a whole entire bag over here. I don't know what I thought I would, but this is how I always roll. So, I'm still working on my brioche, my Stephen West Exploration Station. What was the other one I did?
Did you say what this was? This is Fancy Smancy Pumpkin,
right?
By Woolens and Nosh.
Yeah.
On her, it's her Targi 9010. So yeah,
what she said. Mm-hmm. And then this is a whole bunch of.
This is
neighborhood,
and the red is neighborhood, and then this multicolored one is Plucky Knitter.
Yeah,
and we don't know what the names are, but those are the.
Yeah, I think I'll find the name. I know I have them written down somewhere, but yeah. So here's Unrealistic Kiesha again. What did I have? I have like 9 more, or I'm on row 9.
Yeah. You were a little bit over halfway done the brioche.
Yeah, so. We're over our friend's house. Yeah, I'm already sleepy, and I'm like, I'm going to be done with all the brioche. No, because then I turned around and messed up. So anyways, but I'm almost done with that, and then I'll be done with this in no time.
Yeah,
we're gonna.
It's getting there. That's the
of 2021.
The brioche section is the.
But you know what?
The slowest, I guess, section, and then
and especially if you don't know how to do it.
Well, it's your first time brioche, and that's okay. I mean, you're learning, and you're doing a beautiful job. So that's you're sticking with it, and you're sticking with it.
And I actually enjoy it.
The brioche, and then it's a slip stitch section, which is really quick and easy.
Yeah.
And then the last section is all just knitting.
Right.
So
then
and then there is the chevrons on the edging, but there's not that many rows of the chevron. It really goes pretty quickly too.
And then, what else I have in here? Oh, I made some, well, this is crochet. So the good thing.
I thought you were going to get a stitch marker to hold the stitch so that you
I did, but I took it out and I was too lazy to put it back in. But the fun thing about.
Apparently she'd rather recrochet.
Yeah, but the fun thing about crocheting is.
It's easy enough.
It's easy. Like, okay, a couple stitches dropped here, but anyway, this is Kiesha 52. Mm-hmm. Look at that. So, again, way too many products. And then, but I'm making
that's crocheted, and that
this is crocheted.
That's what
Treasure Island
Shawl.
Yeah,
and I can't remember who all the information. Okay, that's one thing I wanted to say, because I actually had somebody mention to me that they didn't actually know how to get to the notes down in the bottom. So I wanted to show you guys that. So if you're on one of our episodes, okay, if you go in here, right underneath the title of the episode, there's a little line that has some words, usually, or well, it says how many views the episode has and some other stuff. And then it has 3 little dots and more. If you click more, then you get this comes up. It says description up here, and then you have some words here, and then it also says more over here. You click the more and you scroll, and this is where when I say that it'll be down in the description, this is where you can find all of the links, and these blue are links where you can tap on it and it will take you to whatever it is. So we've got like last episode, I guess I had the short cardigan. So if you just tap that, it'll take you right to the pattern. So anyway, so that's how to get to that if you were unaware, because I know someone had mentioned to me before that they didn't know how to get there. So there's how you get there.
So I'm still going because this is everything that I think that I'm going to have done within. So I don't know if you guys remember, I was kind of making a hat for me, for my husband and I, because I'm not sure who's getting it. So let me tell you about this hat. This is Raffi.
No, it's
Rafa. Yeah, R-A.
Rafa.
Right?
Rafa?
Not Raffi, the singer.
Hold on, I'll check the notes because I think you were working on it last time. Let's see.
And I guess I'm kind of creating my own, what do you call it? Pattern or whatever.
Rafa's hat by Joji Locatelli.
Yeah, so.
Except it says Jojo Locatelli. Really? Why does it correct me? It auto-corrected to the wrong. I'm going to have to fix it again.
So, again, I don't know what my eyeballs was seeing. So this is right, the ribbing. And then I started my own thing here with,
you did seed stitch.
Seed stitch. And then I had the nerve to go on to the next row and I started knitting.
Knitting. You just did knitting instead
and I was supposed to be ribbing.
You were supposed to be ribbing, yeah. It's okay, it happens. So now it's uniquely yours.
Exactly.
No one else will have the same hat unless they watch
they won't even know what it is
unless they watch this and
then there's like
and then they know how to do it.
Exactly. You'll know how not to do it. And then like this one right here, this shawl, I started this September 22nd of 2022. And I kept saying to Hope, I'm like, I'll never get done with this. I'll be 60 years old and still working on this. And this is the one where I'll put it down for so long I forget what direction I'm going in. So then I get these weird little holes and stuff. Guess what, guys? I don't care. I do not care. Because it's that kind of shawl where you don't really care. I mean, or at least I don't. Let's just say it, because it's like this.
Yes, we are two different knitters.
Yeah, because Hope would have had this whole entire... Well, first of all, Hope wouldn't have made that mistake because she would have kept going. Me, on the other hand, like I said, it's squirrel. Oh, it's a new project.
That's not true. I wouldn't always keep going. And there are times, which we will be talking about some of that later too.
But, look, there's another
where
hole.
I would definitely... there's times when I put down a project so long that I have to pick it up and be like... And sometimes I've removed the needles from it to use on another project, and then I don't even know which needles I was using because I don't make notes.
Oh, let me not ever do that.
I really need to do that. I really need to keep notes because that's a problem.
Well, if you look at the ball looks like a lot, but then Hope's like, no, you should weigh it, this, that, and the other. So this was a 4-ounce ball. I have like 1 ounce and something left.
Yeah,
am I saying this right? Yeah,
an ounce. Yeah, I think you said like 1.5 ounces left or something like that.
So, so I'm almost there. Yep. This is just very deceiving looking.
Yep. It's just very fluffy yarn.
Yeah,
and then there's some alpaca in it.
One more thing, I had the nerve. So a couple years ago, we went out to Washington State to visit my son the first time. Like we went out there, and it was November of 2021. And, you know, I got to be like my homegirl, got to get a coffee cup, and got to get some yarn. So I visit some yarn store downtown in Bellingham. And I remember calling Hope, and I sent her a picture of, I don't know, the pattern and all. Did I bring it with? Yes, I did. I showed her a picture, and I'm like, can I do this? And... you know, it's such a weird, random thing to ask someone. She's probably in the middle of doing something. And then the time difference and everything. I'll find it in a second. But anyways, It's like a summer sweater, which looks like a winter sweater. I don't know how it's summer, but
it's cotton, that's why.
Yeah, I guess that's why. But now I can't find the whatchamacallit.
It was in
probably home.
with your. Oh, is it not in there?
I know. I thought it was in there. Oh, maybe it's in here. Nope, not in here either. I know it's stuck it somewhere.
And I don't know what the name of that was, so I can't look it up. Okay, apparently we'll talk about it next time because neither of us know what. Do you have the yarn with you?
I have the yarn with me, yeah.
But I'm not in there with the yarn?
Let me check.
No.
Nope.
Apparently. We don't know.
Well, anyways, I'll talk about the yarn. So I had a nerve to, at least I'm doing a patch, not a patch, a
swatch.
A swatch. So, but the name of this is Colorless Rainbow. And, yeah, it's like soft cotton. Oh, I'm like, what is this coming out?
Cumulus.
Cumulus. I'm like, cumulus. And
it's cumulus.
Cumulus.
Like a cloud.
Yes.
Like a cumulus cloud.
And this is by
Juniper Moon Farm.
This is
I'll put it up here.
so soft. And it's going to be really cool.
It is. It really is. I have seen other podcasters talk about this yarn in the past, and I had never actually seen it in real life. And I told Kiesha, oh my goodness, it really is as soft as a cloud. It is super, super soft and fluffy. Oh, she found the pattern too. So look at those colors in there. Isn't that pretty? So, and I love the color it's starting with. Look at this green.
Yeah.
Such an acidy, pretty.
But I gotta ask you about that swatch because it's kind of turning weird.
Okay, well, we'll look at it after.
So, but this is, it's
the Lily.
Yeah.
It's the Lily sweater by Ursula O'Connor. Here we
Yeah.
go. See, there we go.
So anyway, so this was a Washington State purchase when we were out visiting the kid one the first time. And then I have one more thing. The socks, this crochet. Oh, I think I showed everything that was in here. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it. And then, and then I have to, should I wait to show? Because I have if you guys don't follow like my Simply Vintage Design, or I think I put it on our Pine Barren, but Hope always says a birthday skiing. And this was last year, Kiesha 53. And I put up, should I, because the year before I'm crocheting. So I said, should I knit it or crochet it? So knitting one, but I just thought I would show that. And then I'll have to show you the latest.
But we'll talk about that
later.
Yes.
So later, got a little surprise for you guys. I'm super excited about it. And then she also has a pair of my socks, another pair of socks that I messed up on.
Yeah, I have to tear back the heel. Just the gusset, not the heel flap. Just the gusset decreases. Got a little askew.
And that's it. So I'm on this super like energy driven thing that I'm going to have all these things done by the end of this year. So,
well, I was watching Kevin and Ray always talk about I can't think of their names, but they have a podcast called the Knitistry Nerds. I can't think of their names right now. I've been watching them recently, and they're doing a whip down. I guess they have a sheet, and it's got like all their whips, and they're like focusing on not starting anything new and just like trying to complete some whips or deciding if they're gonna like frog some whips and stuff. And I was like, I might have to do that. Yeah, I have to join
right after I start something. I just 2 more things that I have to start, and then that's it. And I'll make the list and say, "Could have finished these or frog them." Yeah, does frog it like forget about it?
No, frog it is like rip. That
tank top that felt so
good when you ripped
it out.
When Sometimes that's what you need to do. Sometimes there are things that are, if it's not, the Marie, whoever, the book.
Oh,
if it doesn't bring you joy. Sometimes if your knitting's not bringing you joy.
If it's not talking to you.
If it's not bringing you joy, maybe it's time to part ways with that knitting project.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. It's okay. Yeah. Sometimes I finished a project and it wasn't bringing me joy, so I took it back and turned it into a different project, and that's okay too. So, all right, so I will talk about my whips. So
tag, you're it. So tired of her doing socks.
I hope all of you aren't, but I am also tired of me doing socks.
Oh my God.
But I'm almost done. I'm so close to being done. I think on the last episode I showed the 2 of the gift knits that I had finished. I did not complete my other 2 gift knits. Here's one, and the other one I'll talk about in just a second. I am so close. I actually started the toes. I apparently knit the legs longer than I should have or something. I'm not sure, but I ran out of the yarn. So, and didn't change colors for the heels. So I decided I figured there's enough color going on here. I wasn't going to add more color to the toes. So I just am doing gray toes.
I like the gray.
I like it too. It's just some knit pick. Oh, I don't know if I have the label in here. I do not have the label in here, but it's just some knit pick stroll. It's just like a very basic gray. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's just a gray. It's a knit pick stroll. That was another reason why I grabbed this, because I have a whole bag of knit pick stroll that I bought years ago. Like every time Knit Picks would have a sale on their sock yarn, I would pick up, I don't know how many skeins of yarn.
Was it like when she texted me one day, it's like, Knit Picks is having a sale. Get some of their dishy. And I have a whole bunch of dishy. Yeah. That I was same thing as you. I was gonna make pillows.
Haven't done it.
Haven't done
someday.
It yet. Maybe I'll put that on the list too. Psych, I'm kidding. Because that means I have to put it somewhere where the rest of the family has to use it, and I'm not there yet.
So I just used some of that stroll for the toes, and I'm almost done. I am at the point where I'm going to be decreasing every round for up until I get down to 20 stitches left, and then I will
I keep doing
do
this.
the Kitchener. So, this is White Birch Fiber Arts. It's just, the color was just self-striping. It's not even it doesn't have a name. It's just called self-striping. So that's it. And these are for my middle son. I'm getting very close to being done. Like I said, toes are almost done.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I just noticed this. When I'm doing easy stuff and we're talking, I tend to mess up. Remember last week I was doing brioche and I was like, fine, I'm just whipping along, whatever. Right now, this is the second time I had to tink back. Those are my favorite socks. Although I'm so used to her doing other stuff. So this is, she's like this. So her kid has
having fun.
Her kids have big feet.
Fine. Yeah, well, that's the biggest problem when your children have bigger feet than you, and
she's a nice mom, and she stays making them stuff.
I wear a size 11, so now both of my children, or all 3 of my children, technically, I don't make socks for my oldest because he doesn't. He says they make his feet too hot, so that's fine. Whatever. He has a couple of pairs that he wears with his snow boots in the winter when it gets really cold, and other than that, he doesn't want any more.
He wears snow boots? I've only seen that child in Crocs.
He has snow boots. Well, when he's here and it snows and he has to shovel the
because then he has some brand new Converse.
Yeah,
brand new. Mm-hmm. He's running around in Crocs.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God, I'm having a hot flash in.
All right, so this is also White Birch Fiber Arts. I am ready to start. Actually, I already started the decreases, so I am starting the toe decreases.
Oh, nice.
The yellow is another Knit Pick Stroll. I think the color was maybe Sunflower. I might be making that up. I don't know. But I think it's something like that. So, yeah. So those are almost done. They will definitely be done. And probably if I get them done before I post this, I might put a picture of them up finished, because by next episode, they will have been worn, and I won't be showing them on here because they will belong to my children, and you won't get to see them. So I'll either share a photo next time, or there will be a photo up there that you will already have seen, and so you will know that they're done. I don't know. I'm really close to being done with the toes. I'm hoping to get both pairs done this evening while I am working on editing. So, and then I am also working on my my pair for myself. It's the Scrumptious Pearl Christmas Berries. I now have a hoe. I have one finished. I wonder if I have a sock blocker over here.
Did you say hoe?
Yes. So a half object, yes. So there we go. So I have one done. I used just some leftover yarn that I had It was just a single skein that I dyed up and didn't come out quite exactly how I wanted it, so I knit socks.
But it goes perfect.
Yes, I knit socks for my son. His Christmas socks were in this color last year. Those were some socks. Oh
my gosh.
They took forever. They were not.
I mean, they were nice looking, but
the Hermione Everyday sock pattern is very nice. It's a free pattern, but it's very nice if you have small feet. If you are knitting it for somebody who has large feet, it is it's very time consuming. So that was what I had knit those in, and it was very long and very tedious. So this is Christmas Berries by Scrumptious Pearl. It's I think 400. I don't know. I was gonna say. I think I have the tag here. Let me see. It is an 80-20, 400 yards for 100 grams. So 80-20 merino nylon blend. So, yep. So one's done.
Really nice.
And I already cast on.
Now, how long do you think
the second one? The second one I started, and I've already gotten that far. It is my treadmill sock. So this is what I knit when I'm on the treadmill. I made them so that they should be pretty much matching. So,
come on.
I think they're pretty closely matched.
Okay, I'm just...
Everything okay?
Yeah, I keep splitting the yarn.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So that's already started. That will be my treadmill sock for the next however long it takes me to get that done. I usually get about, I don't know, I get almost an inch done, I think, when we're walking on the treadmill. So that's pretty much
fitness socks.
That's all I've had time to work on.
It's socks. Because
I was trying to get those Christmas presents done. So that's really all I've worked on in the last 2 weeks. But I did bring out some of my other unfinished objects, because that's part of what I thought we would talk about when we talk about our best things and our worst things and all that. So I guess if we're done with our works in progress, do we want to talk about some of that?
Sure.
Okay. So for best, I have a couple. Okay, here's the truth. I can't pick just one. I will say the thing I've worn probably the most, which I just finished, I swear I'm wearing this all the time. I have this on all the time because I can just throw it over whatever t-shirt or tank top or whatever I'm wearing if it's a little chilly. So this is probably one of my most worn. I wouldn't say, I mean, this was the third time I knit this pattern. So I did really enjoy knitting with this yarn. It was very, it's a new color. So it was a lot of fun knitting with it. Okay. And I thought it was cool enough that I could put it back on. Yeah. I was wrong. So I'm going to take that back off again. So that's probably my most worn, and I do love it, but probably, I don't know, my best or my, let's see, what was the question or the wording exactly? Let's see.
I feel so bad because I took this completely the wrong way. I'm thinking it was stuff that that I was working on. Yeah, not
your best.
Yeah,
your best. What you're currently making, you think? Is that what you're thinking?
That's what I was thinking.
But would you say that your love note?
Yes,
that turned out so good.
It did.
If you look there, you'll actually see. If you look back a few
I was going to show you, but
ago,
they
here I could probably find it. That's actually, we were both wearing our love notes one episode not too long ago. And that's definitely, it'll probably start playing. No, I don't want it to play. Stop. Okay. That's not what I want.
Or you can just go to our page.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. But that was probably like my most favorite.
Yeah. And it turned out really cute. Did we not post Of course, we didn't post it when we... here, we're in there. We'll just do that. So, here, I'll blow it up so you can see. There's Kiesha's love note, and I'm in mine
Hope's
too.
Love note. Yep.
So, yeah. So, but if you go back a few episodes, I don't remember which episode it was, but we were wearing it, and then we talk about it too. They were knitting one of my yarns, the color Sweater Weather in my DK.
I love that color.
Yeah.
When she was working on it, I was just like, I want a copy.
Yeah, but hers, she did it short sleeved and she did it a little bit more fitting. And she finished it, and I was like, now I want one like that.
Yeah, but she'll have it whipped out. Oh, I do want to make another one of those eventually.
I do. I want to make another love note.
I do want to make. They're just.
I have, because of those we did cropped, but they have a longer version. I kind of want to make a longer version at some point.
Yeah.
To wear with like jeans and stuff. I think that would be.
I agree.
Cute. So yeah, so that would probably be your.
That was my. Yeah.
Your best.
My
right?
best. Yeah.
And then the hat that you made for your sister.
Yes, that was fun because you can reverse it, and I love the color.
Yeah,
I love the color.
Really good. That was really good. But I don't even. Do you even have a picture of that one?
Yeah, I do have a picture.
You have it on your page?
It's on my page. I think it's on my personal, my Rock of the Berg.
Let's see.
I know you don't put in hashtag Kiesha Knits.
Kiesha Knits.
It'll be easier to find it that way.
Sure, well, if I can figure out how to do that. Yeah, so that, I loved that. That hat, it really turned out. I could do this. Kiesha Knits. There we go. All right.
That should be.
Oh.
Wait,
There it is. It's all the way down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hat that I made for my sister.
Yeah, that was the willow.
Yes.
The willow. Was it just called? Oh wait, it should be on here, right?
It should be on there.
Yeah, let's see. That was the willow leaf beanie.
Willow leaf
by Aspen Leaf Knits. Yep.
I have to take a picture of my other hat that I finished, but that was my favorite because I love the color. The color.
It was really. I feel like you enjoyed that knit
I
too.
definitely did, and it's cool too because that if you really can't see the design, but if you just see the design, you can flip the hat and it's weaved on the other side. Yeah. How about that?
It looks like kind of like a basket.
A basket weave. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So
that was really cool. Yeah. Now for me, I would say probably I kind of have. So I had my most worn probably, just because it's it's a cardigan. Cardigans are easy to throw on. I haven't worn this a lot just because like we've said we get hot a lot.
Yeah. Ooh,
but
sorry.
I did wear this day 2 of Rhinebeck and got a lot of compliments.
Yep.
I do love the way this turned out. And if you have been with us for a while, you saw that I had to do a little bit of sleeve surgery to it because it was a little short in the sleeves so I just cut it. And that was fun too, because that's something I had never really done before. I mean, I had cut my knitting in a shawl before, but I never cut like a sweater before. And that was really cool, really something kind of new that I hadn't done before. And you can't even tell that I did it. It's really good. So I do really love this sweater.
Yeah, it does not look like he did that at all.
I really need to wear it more. But like I said,
it hasn't been really that cold, and then couple that with
pullovers are not easy on off. It's more.
You gotta take your glasses off. Messes up your hair.
It can be a bit of a drag. So, but I do love this one. I love the way it looks. I love this.
Love the colors.
So this is and I loved knitting it. Oh my goodness. Well, as you saw in a few episodes back, if you've been with us, I love Jen Steingass's patterns. And if you have all know that, okay, she just posted the other day. She went through some medical stuff that was hard. If you want, you can go to her Instagram page. She talks about it on there. But so she's been missing from Instagram, from making new patterns for 2 years, and she just did. I don't know if it's still going on, but she did have her patterns.
I think it's still going on. I feel like
they were buy one get one 50% off, which I will talk about in a little bit because I did purchase maybe some patterns during the sale as well. But I love her patterns. I think she does a phenomenal job with her pattern writing, and they're so beautiful. And this is a Jen Steingass pattern. This is her Aurealis sweater pattern. So, and I knit it in Feederbrook Entropy and Emma's yarn. It's her DK. I don't remember what the base is called, but it's Emma's yarn. It's a DK, and the color I think is like navy blazer or something like that. But yeah, so so anyway, I think she is a beautiful designer and just does amazing things.
One day I'll be able to do that.
So yeah, so this is definitely was one of my top ones, and it was just, for me, color work, it just flies off the needles. It just keeps me so.
It flies off the needles. of this different color yarn flies off the needles.
But because it keeps it, I don't want to put it down.
Right.
That's the thing. You know, it's really hard to put it down because you want to see how it does, and especially like this with the color change yarn from Feederbrook. It's just seeing like, oh, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? It just really like just keeps you going and going and going. So I really, really enjoyed this. This is definitely one of my top knits of the year. And then I'm going to talk about another one that I absolutely
I love that one.
This one, I finished it in like 2 weeks. This one flew off the needles, and this also I have worn a lot.
It feels like butter.
It does.
Oh my god!
It is, and it's another Jen Steingass pattern. This is New Leaf by Jen Steingass, and it's knit in my yarn. So I don't know if you can see. This is the lighter color is rivulets, and it's got little flecks of all sorts of different colors in there. And then the blue is Deborah's Swell. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the color. Oh, you were blocking the sun and then you moved and now you're not blocking the sun. There we go.
Oh, here we go.
There
right
we go.
there. There we go.
So this is Deborah's Swell and Rivulets, and this is
burning.
And this is on my base Hope's favorite, which is an MCN.
It feels amazing. So it does. So when Hope was wearing this, and I was like, "You got to touch it. You got to feel it." And Hope's were like, "Could you stop introducing people to touch it?" I'm like, "It feels so soft. It feels amazing.
It's really,
and it almost kind of feels like it feels soft, but almost kind of cooling.
Yeah,
too. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it feels. It's very nice.
So if you have a hot flat, no.
Yeah. So this is my Hope's favorite base, which is an MCN, which is extra fine merino, cashmere, nylon, 80-10-10. They won't be home.
Okay.
At least I don't think they will. They should.
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, they have. That's why we're doing Wednesdays, because they they have after school activities. So we shouldn't get interrupted.
Look at me. I'm like, where are they at?
Because we know they'll come out here and
her kid too.
This one was so much fun to knit. I love the this one was different construction than some of the other ones that I have made of Jen Steingass's. It actually had several different spots where you did short rows. So it actually is a little bit longer in the back than the front. And it also you could choose your sleeves. It was either short sleeves or long sleeves. So there were options.
Oh, that could have been a long sleeve too.
Yeah, this one had instructions for long sleeve. So if you don't like a short sleeve sweater, that's okay, because they have a long sleeve version of it too. Or Jen has a long sleeve version of it. So this was definitely one of my tops. So those are probably my 3 top or favorite or whatever you want to say. And then I know which one is your worst. It's the one that you gave to...
Oh, my worst?
It was we talked about it a few episodes back.
Yeah,
it was the shawl. It was a Katia cotton ombre shawl.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
I was so.
I'm assuming that, and I think there's one that you have on the needles right now that that we're gonna have a little knitting therapy about. Maybe we might have to.
I know.
We might have to talk about it and decide what's gonna happen with it.
But the ombre, the cotton. So it just, I didn't like.
You don't like that shape.
Yeah, I don't like that shape, which is that
we
big...
We know going into the future, if it's that type of... I can't think
sail.
of
it reminds me of a sail.
But
yeah, skinny at the bottom, and just... I'm not because I don't know what to do with it. Then it's too much around the neck. And then here's the other thing. The top part of that, maybe you can bring it up. It didn't flow. If it's ombre, it should... In that bottom part... I didn't like it.
That'll be in your Kiesha.
My personal. Well, no, just my.
Wait, Kiesha knits.
Wait.
Where?
There we are.
Oh, there it is.
Right there.
Come on, there we go.
So there it is. Up here, like the top part, right there, it was so weird.
It was
like rainbow. It was multicolored.
It was a very. Oh, why isn't it coming in?
And you really can't see it there.
No,
I'll take a better picture of it.
It's not focusing for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, huh. Wait, let me see something.
Usually it focuses better. Okay.
Let's see. Nope.
No, it's not focusing.
Well. Yeah, it's not focusing, but it just...
Anyway,
It was,
But that- yeah.
it was weird. And as the bigger it got, I'm like,
she just wasn't in love with it.
wasn't in love with it. And then I tried to wear it. It was up at Rhinebeck, right?
Yeah, you wore it
and I
right
just
back and you
couldn't
just
get
couldn't-
it the right way, and I ended up yanking it off and sticking it in my purse.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, I like I don't know, but my kid too, he loved it. I was just like,
And that's
don't say I didn't make anything. And he said, you didn't. You were happy with it. I was like, so that was, and then the other is the,
well, and that one was the way it was written was very confusing.
right. So I did it wrong anyway.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's what it was too. So
the eyelets were on the wrong
side.
Apparently, the eyelets were supposed to go all the way across
Right.
the whole shawl, but the way it was written, that didn't seem how.
Yeah. So it did look uniform. How
Now, it was
I
a
saw-
free pattern, so there's that.
But even still.
So it did, like we thought it was going to be okay, but then they ended up being on the opposite side, which made it kind of awkward.
Yeah. So and then the other one is that sunset.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Are we going to talk about that now? We can talk about that now.
Oh, isn't that something I
So-
don't like or something I would change?
Well, that's the question.
Because I may not have to use our company anymore.
Are you going to what?
Because that's the same one as my tank top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm
Yeah. But I think it's just okay. So Kiesha's been, well, if you've been here, you know that Keisha's been working on the Sunset Ringer tee. Which grab it out.
Oh, I don't have it.
Oh, you don't
Because
have.
I
You
didn't
even
even
bring it.
I didn't bring it
Okay.
because I am not.
Oh, we just.
That's how much I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, it's just. I think if you could just power through it and get
Yeah.
it done, but then you're gonna the part that makes it interesting is the duplicate stitch after you finish.
That's what I want to get to.
But that's the thing, you have to get there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of just knitting beige yarn.
Knitting beige yarn
Knitting
and that
and
make
knitting
one
and
left
knitting
and make
beige
one
yarn.
right. And I mean, I got that down to a science because before I was very intimidated
Have you
by
not
that.
gotten past the sleeve? Oh my. So she's trying to
I'm
decide,
close. Yeah.
does she continue or does she frog?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like if it's really like if you really want to wear this shirt and you
Yeah.
really it's like something that you really want to have, then maybe you power through. But if you're kind of already like, and I'm not even sure I'm gonna want to wear it.
I think I'm
because
going to try to
gonna be sick
power
of
through
then-
it. But you know what? I watched another podcaster. Can I say their name?
What?
Yeah. My So-Called Life. Am I saying that one right? Yeah.
I think so. No, my so-called knitting
My-
or handmade. My so-called
Called Handmade Life. My So-Called Life was my favorite TV show on ABC back in the days. It was only on. Yes, I love it. It was only on one season. But
So wrong.
in 20-year-old
Claire Danes,
Keisha's
she was
mind,
awesome.
I thought it was on for a while, but it was only
Yeah.
one
One
season. That
season.
show was amazing.
It was wonderful.
I love that show.
Yes,
but
I loved that.
we digress. But My So-Called Handmade Life, I bet you that was her favorite show too.
Probably.
She's one of my old school like blogger Flickr friends back in the day. Youngins, but y'all remember that. Anyways, she did that.
She did?
She did it too. And
Did she get
was
done it?
not. She got done it. I
did.
don't think she was a fan of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did she not like the way it turned out?
She didn't like how it fit.
See, and that's what I'm worried because it's
That's-
the same pattern or the same
I know,
designer
it's
as
a
another one
team.
that we didn't like the way it fit.
Yeah, I don't know. So, well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna power through it because I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? And that's the other thing too. Was that cotton?
But maybe it's something that you put away for a little while.
I know, but I
Maybe-
keep putting away. I've been putting that away now for when did I start that?
I know, but
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter in the world.
because you're not going to be knitting. I mean, you're not going to be wearing it until if you were going to finish it, you're not.
You're right.
You're definitely not wearing it until
Anytime
summertime
soon.
anyway.
Right.
So maybe it gets a little break, so that
Yeah, I think
so
it
that
has
it'll be
to.
fresh again when you bring.
You know,
it
you
back
have a
out.
point because I
Just
did
make
put away
some good
because remember
notes.
I started.
Well, you keep your notes. So
yeah,
you're good.
remember I started it over again.
Yeah.
Remember I started
Yeah.
and then I took it apart.
Yep.
So
Maybe give it a little
yeah,
knitting break.
I think that's what I'm gonna have to do because I am not feeling that.
And then pull it back out in maybe a few weeks after it's gotten a little,
Yeah,
a little
break.
rest. And
Yeah, maybe I'll wait until like springish type weather.
yeah.
Yeah, I started this. Oh, I've started over again a lot. Because apparently I started during the pandemic and then I started again April 28th of 2023 because I have one back here that's 21. And then I have started again
In
June 24th of 2023. Okay.
You've started it a few times.
Yeah, so I've started it a few times, so we'll see.
It
but
happens.
yeah,
It's okay.
But that just, I don't know. I feel like I'm vested in it right now, and I want to finish like a sweater-ish type thing, because the only sweater thing I really have is my love note. Yeah. Everything else is like shawls.
Yeah, shawls, hats, socks, ponchos.
Yeah. I know. I always feel like I don't have a lot. And then Hope starts naming everything, and I'm like, okay, well, I got some stuff.
Have you actually knit yourself? Yeah, you've knit the Sidewinder hat. You have the green. Have you?
Yes, the green one. I did too for myself. And now the rest of them I've given away.
Yeah, you've given a lot of hats away.
Yeah, so I'm going to stop doing that. I should just change my tagline to the selfish knitter, because apparently that's what I am. Oh my God. So I'll be the first one to tell you, no, I'm not making anything. Yeah.
So, all right. So then for my worst knits and why, okay. This one, I enjoyed knitting.
Oh.
I enjoyed knitting it, but this is my fault. This is 100% my fault. I was in a rush, and instead of wet blocking my swatch, I steam blocked it. But then I washed the finished project, and it grew. So it's larger than it's larger than I would have liked it. I mean, it's still fine, and I'll probably find somebody who's a little bit larger than me that it would fit better to give it to eventually. Right now it is a sample for my shop, and it really doesn't matter that it doesn't fit me, because if somebody wants, people can try it on and see if they like the way it fits, and and I can just be like, yeah, I messed up, that's my fault. So my gauge was totally off on it, because I should have gone, I think it called for size 4 needles, and I am like, oh, I'm a tight knitter. Of course, I'd never knit one of this designer's patterns. Actually, I knit a hat by this designer. It's this is the Dingley Dell by Isabel Kramer. I had knit a hat by her, but hats are a little different than a whole garment, so I just assumed I needed to go up. I need a couple. I think I went up 2 needle sizes, because anyway, I decided to knit it on a 6. I think it called for a 4. If I had knitted on the 4, I think it would have turned out perfectly. I might knit another one, because I really do love it. I think it's adorable. I still have my little tag on it from when I take it to shows. So it is knit in my yarn. It's knit in JoJo's favorite, in Kiesha's Golden and Spring Petals. I'll put it up there a little closer.
I need to use something in those colors too.
I love Spring Petals. I think it's such a pretty color. So I love Kiesha's Golden too, but there's just, look at all the colors that are in there, pinks and greens and golds. Anyway, so that's my fault, 100% my fault. This is why I say, do a gauge swatch, and wash your gauge swatch the way that you are planning to wash your garment. Do not do what I did.
Gauge swatch it. Like, why is it so?
Because they want to get started. They're impatient. They want to go. They want to get working on that actual.
And I'm horrified. Project. So I want to do
right. Which if it's a shawl,
that's different.
Doesn't matter. But if it's a garment that you want to fit you well, do your gauge swatch. Take the time. Wash your gauge swatch. Block it properly the way that you would block your finished garment. And measure before you wash it, measure after you wash it, so that you know how much your yarn's going to grow, so that you can calculate all that and figure out how it's going to be. Don't do what I did. No, I mean, it still fits. I can still wear it. It's just a lot baggier, a lot looser than I would have, and it's getting a little low. I have a feeling that I'm going to have to start wearing it with a tank top or something, or sports bra or something under there, so it doesn't get
a little fresh.
Yeah, it's fine, whatever. And then I have one other one that I don't know. Okay, here's my problem, and it might be just the way I knit, but I don't understand what I'm doing, because I've seen other people post theirs, and theirs seem to go straight across the top. But every time I knit a shawl like this, this is the Lone Skein shawl by Joji Locatelli. I knit the Pure Joy as well.
Yeah.
Everyone else's seems to like go nice and flat. Mine do these weird little like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So if you got any suggestions, let me know. But they do this weird thing, which I don't love that. They're not shaped. It doesn't seem like even after I blocked it, it didn't really shape the way it did in the picture. I don't know.
And see, I would ignore the hell out of that. I would have been
Yeah,
like,
I know. And when you put it on, you don't even notice it. So I don't know why it bothers me, but it does bother me. And here's the thing. I know that I use my own yarn for this, and my skein is like 437 yards. The pattern I think that it's knit with is like 440 yards that it calls for. To me, if it really only took 440 yards, I should have had enough yarn to do everything except for the tassels. Mm-hmm. I ran out of yarn. I couldn't do like the last row and the bind off and the tassels. I had to use a second skein.
oh,
So my complaint about this one is, if you're gonna call a pattern the Lone Skein shawl,
it needs to be the Lone Skein.
right? Like most fingering weight yarn is somewhere around 440 or 400. So
This one's the Lone Skein and a friend.
and a mini.
And a friend.
Yeah. So that's my only that's a little, because then like whenever I tell, like, cause I did this as a sample for, to take to shows and things, I always make sure that I tell anybody, if you're going to get this, make sure that you either have a contrast, like you maybe do your tassels in a contrasting color, or maybe stop a little bit early. Maybe leave out a row, just so that it can, or I did it on the size needles that the pattern called for. Maybe go down a needle size. That would probably work out perfectly.
Sorry.
If you went down a needle size. So, just make sure that usually I say you don't have to do a swatch for a shawl, but this one, you might want to do a swatch, because just to make sure that your tension is right. Otherwise, you're going to probably run out of yarn, which is a little, it's a little annoying. I don't know. I can't find that.
Now, are these hard to do?
But-
the tassels?
No, the tassels are
Okay.
really easy. But it was, and the other thing, I did the Pure Joy and I did this one, and they have wrap and turns. I'm not the biggest fan of wrap and turns. Like,
I started doing Pure Joy and stopped.
yeah, like I don't like short rows in a shawl. Like I know Stephen West usually just does, and he just like turns it into an eyelet or something, or
And I do that too by
whatever.
mistake.
Yeah, but I don't know. Wrap and turns are not my favorite thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure that lots of people don't mind them or like them, but I'm not a big fan of wrap and turns. So, but this one at least only had a few sections with wrap and turns. So, and I did like this pattern section here. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Interesting and pretty. And I knit this with this is my yarn. This is JoJo's favorite in Fairy Lights. So and this is actually, these are black light
really pretty.
reactive. So if you had a black light, this would glow. So, which is kind of fun. Do we have any bowling alleys that do that anymore?
Yes.
I feel like I need to wear this to a bowling alley, and wouldn't that be fun? Anyway.
Yeah, I think Kingpin still does it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much it for that.
Mm-hmm.
So then I guess that's,
What we do different, right?
what would we do? Oh,
Yeah.
what would I do different? I would have done a gauge swatch properly. Oh shoot. Okay. I would have done my gauge swatch properly. So
Oh, you're supposed to be walking.
in a little bit.
Oh.
So yeah, and then the other one, I think, just be really, I probably would have gone down a needle size. And the worst part is I had seen, I think, one of the other podcasts, I think it was the Yarnia podcast. I want to say, I can't remember. I think on Yarnia, I think one of them knit the Lone Skein, and she had mentioned that, that she might have run out, I think. And I should have just gone down a needle size. I should have done that immediately. But once again, like I said, I usually am a tight knitter, so I thought I would be fine. I wasn't.
Not so much.
Well, and I had made it for my mom.
Oh, that's right.
I made it for my mom in my other base, in my Hope's Favorite base, and I didn't run out of yarn. I didn't have enough yarn to do the tassels, which was fine because my mom didn't want tassels on hers. So it wasn't a big deal. And I thought, well, if I run out, I just won't do the tassels on this one. But I ran out before I even got to the bind. I think it was like a row before the bind off. So I had to get more yarn because I couldn't finish the shawl.
Right.
So that was a problem. So, yeah. But that's, yeah, I guess that's the only things I would do different was, you know, go down listen to other people that have made it. Check the Ravelry for people, you know, because that is a great thing with Ravelry, with the other projects, and people put project notes in. You can go and check those things before you get started, or while you're in the middle of something. If you are having a difficulty with something,
You can look and see.
go check other people's project notes
and
see. And I need to get better about doing project notes too. I think I have been adding some things. I am on Ravelry if you want to check out my page. We haven't done one for Pine Barren Knits. We haven't decided if we want to do a Pine Barren Knits group or not. Let us know. Let us know if you want us to do one. We would love to see what you guys are working on, but we do have Instagram if you're on Instagram, so you can tag us when you're doing stuff, or use Pine Barren Knits hashtag, and then we will see. Right? We have the hashtag Pine Barren Knits, don't we? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and I follow the Pine Barren Knits hashtag. So then we can see it if you tag us that way. Because we would love to see what you're working on.
Yes.
But if you do use Ravelry and you want us to do a Ravelry group, let us know. I am bad at Ravelry, I feel like. I use it for patterns, but...
And every time I go on Ravelry, I get sucked in.
That too.
Yeah, like...
You lose time.
I have 20,000 things saved that I know good and doggone well. Yeah. I'm not doing any time in the near future.
But I felt like even when I used to, like when the Grocery Girls first started and they were doing like I know they still do knit-alongs, but I did, like one of the first years they did the knit a pair of socks every month. Ooh. I did that, and I found I used it some, but I always found it difficult to post my things. Like I had a hard time getting the pictures to where it was, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just technologically not very savvy. So maybe that's the problem. But if you guys love it and you want us to try, then maybe I could look into it. I wouldn't mind or if you would rather do like a Facebook group so we can all share our things together and work on projects together. And be able to, ask each other questions and things like that. Just let us know if any of those things would be interesting to you, or if you just want to communicate through the comments below, that's fine too. We read all of the comments, and we usually respond to all of the comments as well. So,
good.
But I think it would be fun to be able to see what you guys are working on as well.
I agree.
So, so I think that's just about everything. Yep. We have some future projects that we're thinking about doing.
That's what I need more of.
Yeah. Oh, well, and I said that I got some patterns, so I will show you that too. So, like I said, Jen Steingass was having a sale. And so I got a couple of new, which I still have several other of her patterns that I haven't knit that I might only have one left that I haven't knit. I think it's just the gold wing that I got a while ago. So this one is what is this one called? This is the Storyteller.
That's really pretty.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to have to knit that. That one I think is worsted or DK. And then I had to get a fingering weight. So this one is Gold Fern. They're both by Jen Steingass. And that one's in fingering weight. And I just think that's
pretty
gorgeous.
I like how it hangs too.
Yeah. So that I might have to do in my Hope's Favorite base, because I think that would give you that nice drape like that. So those are future projects that I definitely want to do at some point, but I don't know when. We will see. So then I dyed some new yarn, and do you want to talk about your set there? She just made a purchase, so she has an acquisition, I guess, technically. Well, and a gift there as well.
Yes. So, as some of you may know, that December 20th was my 54th birthday. So, what was it? So Hope, since she's become a yarn dyer, like each year I get my own special color, which is really cool. So this year, Kiesha 54.
Here,
Check out
there.
So that's Kiesha 54. So earlier today, I asked Hope, like, if she was going to do
the glittering snowscapes. I'm still thinking about
by Stephen West, which means she's doing it. Anyways, so anyways, I kept asking her about it, blah blah blah, and she's like, I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I haven't purchased the pattern yet, yada yada yada. So then she did. Now you want to show your color first?
I can.
Okay,
sure. So
she did this, and then she needed just show your.
Okay, so I had a customer ask. She wants to do a shawl for someone, and she wanted to do it in whites and grays. And so I came up with, if you follow me on Instagram, I posted, I think in my stories maybe the other day.
And I think it was in your stories.
In my stories,
yeah.
like a little grouping. I didn't have 5 grays at the time, or 5 whites and grays at the time when she asked that. But I told her that I was planning to work on a new gray anyway. So she said, okay, well, let's see what you got. So this is what I dyed yesterday.
So then I absolutely love it.
Which I think is going to be called pewter, I think.
Yeah, I love it because I think it looks like pewter.
Like different. Well, it's not coming out perfectly in here. It's pretty good. I will, I'll probably put a picture of all of them in, put it after. After I talk about it, I'll make sure a picture gets put in. But this was the gray that I dyed up to go with the other colors. So
when I came over today and she had them all with some other yarn. Well, go ahead and yeah. So here, I'll hold. Yeah. So she had them laying here like this. I'm like, oh my gosh, beautiful, perfect. I love it. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Here I go. So if you were to do the show, because she was like, oh, now she wants to do, I was going to call him Sean, Stephen West,
I'm thinking about it.
And when she goes, now I'm thinking about blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, so the other color then you're not going to use, right? Because I was just going to totally take that from her. But then she sold one of the greens. And then I said, well, what about the other one? So then she pulled it out. I said, it's a pain in the neck to pull it out and all. And she was like, oh, no, blah, blah, blah.
It was sitting on top.
So she pulls it out. And where's the other one, though? I want to show that one first. Yeah.
I'll go run back and grab it.
Anyway, so Hope, she, she has the 5, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and buy these today. So, because that's what I need, more yarn, but this is what happens when your yarn dealer lives like not even 6 minutes from your house. So, this is what originally,
okay.
So originally, this is what.
I feel like it needs to go this way.
Oh, yeah. So originally,
and I'll hold these.
There could have been a much easier way for us to do this. So
let's try that again.
Yeah. So originally, this is what
what I had been thinking about.
Then Hope said, "Well, wait a minute, Kiesha. What? What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. So, because we all know what a fast knitter and stuff I am, and I've just been getting stuff done, just like Oh,
it's getting chilly. I can put my sweater on. Oh my goodness, the sun. I was glowing there.
I'm gonna make it.
So so the glittering snowscape, we are thinking about doing it. Looks like she's already
Mine made up.
Yeah.
I'm buying the pattern.
So yeah,
I'm starting it.
Now this one is just undyed, and I haven't decided. This is what my customer is gonna get, but I don't know if I want to go with undyed or if I might just take and lightly speckle this with just some gray, just a very light speckle, or I might just leave it.
Or like a light speckled possum. Does that make sense, or is that what this one is? I can't see.
No, this is hazy shade of blue.
Okay. Oh
no, I don't know. I haven't decided. I mean, I think that flows really nicely. That to that.
I agree.
So I might just leave it alone and just go with it. But we'll see. Who knows? So then I also have that new color, which I think is going to be pewter, but I haven't decided 100%, but it might be pewter because I feel like it's perfect. It's pewter gray color, so maybe we'll see.
And it looks like all the stuff in my house I need to polish.
Right now, I literally dyed this yesterday. It just it's still hanging up back there. I think I have one that's not. Oh yeah, I have one right here, so you can see. Oh, so you can kind of see more. Like it's definitely a tonal.
Wow,
little specks of darker, little specks of darker gray in there. So very nice. So anyway, that literally I dyed yesterday. So I only have this on Hope's Favorite right now. It will most likely be getting dyed on all of my bases. And then I also dyed another color, and I brought these out together to go with it. So this, I had already dyed this on Hope's Favorite. I only had it on Hope's Favorite. So here it is on Hope's Favorite. Here it is on JoJo's Favorite. And I have it on DK as well. Now this is my colorway called Kissed. So now you can get it on any of my bases except for my bulky, which also is 10% off on my website right now because I only have 25 hanks of it left. And when that is gone, it is gone. I am bringing in a new bulky. So if you like my old squish, get some. It is 100% fine superwash merino. And I have a little bit left. It's 10% off on the website right now. Oh, and by the way, thank you to everyone who shopped my end of the year anniversary sale. And also thank you to everyone who shared my posts and saved them and liked them and commented, because all of that really helps get me out there to people. So I really do appreciate everybody who supported my small business. Everybody for that sale, as well as all of 2023. Thank you so much to everyone who liked a post, made a purchase, shared it with their friends, and that is a huge help. So if you ever see something and you're like, oh, I can't make a purchase right now, if you would share with any of your friends who might be interested, that is huge, and I do really super appreciate it. So thank you. That's a wonderful way to support small businesses.
Yeah.
If you can't support them financially, you can definitely support by
get the word out there.
Yes, and sharing it with other people that might be interested. So love that. Thank you so much to everybody. And then, so I dyed Kissed, and then I went to my bag of yarn and I said, wouldn't this make a gorgeous 3-color something?
Yeah, that is gorgeous.
So this is Garden Party. This is Kissed, and this is Beach Plum. And I just think, wow.
Yeah.
That is,
I love that.
That's good. So anyway, that is some of what I've been doing lately and what's in the shop. I have all 3 of these colors on DK and on JoJo Sock, and I don't have Garden Party on Hope's Favorite yet. It's something I need to work on. So there you go. That's what I've got. That's what we're working on.
I'm almost done with the sock.
Oh, and I'm going to say I was influenced by Ray from Needles with Thread.
Oh, I was just like, wait, what's happening here?
He's always doing his 9-inch circulars. So I decided, because I am working on my pair of socks that is my gym socks that I work on the treadmill, I decided to order some ChowGoo 9-inch circulars because I want to see if I like it. I don't know. I'm afraid that my hands are too big and it's going to be annoying. But if I like them, then that's great, because I think that would make it really easy to work on this on the treadmill instead of having to be stop and, pull your needles around and all that. So I'm going to give them a try. If I don't like them, then they might be a giveaway.
Now, I don't understand what the difference,
because you're working on it's...
Oh, I see.
It just goes around, just like if you were working on anything in the round that is, like when you're working on a sweater or whatever, and don't have to pull your needles and all that stuff.
Just one more go around. I just have 4 stitches. That means I can do that. Why are you looking at it weird? Oh God, what'd I do?
How many stitches are you supposed to go down to?
So 4.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it said.
Oh, okay. Really?
Why should I have stopped by now?
I have no idea. I haven't done. Maybe that's how many stitches I went down to. I don't know.
Yeah, it says 4 stitches.
It's been ages since I made.
It's been 1 week since you.
All right, we've been. It's already been.
Oh my gosh, an hour and 20 minutes.
It's gonna take me forever to. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for
Happy
watching.
New Year,
Yes,
2024.
We would love to hear what you're working on. So if you have any future projects, or if you have anything that you worked on in the last year that is a favorite or not such a favorite, drop us a comment. We would love to hear
loved it or hated it.
Yeah, we'd love to hear about it. And if you have, we already asked you, if you have any sweater ideas for us, or if you want to do a sweater knit along, let us know that. So.
And don't worry, you'll always be faster than me. We do knit along, so let me be your gauge. I don't like to do knit alongs because I don't. Nope, I'm the slowest. I wear that crown.
That's it.
Sunset tea.
It's just that was our summer.
Oh my God! Yeah,
that's okay. I forgot about the tank top that I knit. I liked that one too. That was fun. I love the way the colors worked out on that. Anyway, all right. Well, thanks for joining us, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Yay! Imaginary music.